Hi everybody, this is a pre-recorded video. Today we are going to do the Airplane kit, which is currently 50% off, and you can get this off of the Chalk site. I will put a cart link on how to get it if it is still available. It is while supplies last, and this deal ends January 1st, so you're going to want to grab these deals quick. This is a super cute kit. It's got the airplane pieces. It's got all of your paste and paste trays and squeegee, and it comes with your transfer. I actually was asked when this first launched, why do they not make these kits for girls? Well, here's the thing, guys. You can make this girly. You can change out the colors. You can buy other paste singles. So put your own personal spin on things like this. You always want to keep your packaging in your back sheet because this is reusable 8 to 12 times, sometimes more. In each piece is reusable. Now, obviously, this is not reusable, but you could sand it down and redo it if you wanted to. You have all your little airplane pieces. Super cute. And we're going to get started. We are going to keep our packaging because on the back it tells you all your care instructions. And as you can see, the backer sheet has a different color on the back side, so you will know what side is the back. But I'm still going to write on mine because I always write on mine. One, so I know how many uses I'm getting out of it. But two, also so I know exactly how it goes back on that backer sheet. Because once you cut this apart, if you cut like right on the line, and then the other section you're maybe a little off, you want to make sure that it's going on the proper backer sheet, okay? So that's why I do it like that. These kits are super cool, super easy, and great for beginners. So if you're wanting to start with chalk, I always recommend you start with a Try Me kit or a kit that's kind of already put together for you. All you need to add to it is, if it's a paste project, is a fuzzing cloth and board eraser. Some of them do come with board erasers, but some don't. And if it's an ink kit, you want an ink mat and a board eraser. All right. That is the big airplane, and then this is for the smaller airplane, and it's super cute. It's got these cute little extras that you can add to the airplane. That is super adorable. All right. So, like I said, each piece is reusable. And you can make them really cute and unique by adding all of these add-ons. I don't think we're going to do any of the add-ons, but I'm not 100% positive, so I'm not going to say never, right? So we are going to start with the small airplane first. And I'm trying to figure out which wing I want to go with. I think for this small one, we're going to go with this wing and then this piece on the back. And on the bigger one, we'll go with that one. And that is the one for the big one. And then that one. So we'll set these all off to the side. All right, so let's get started. We're going to do the little airplane first. I'm going to dry fit this together just so I'm making sure I'm using the proper pieces. And you are. And it also comes with, I don't know if I tossed them or not, guys. I might have tossed them. It comes with these little sticky pieces to put these pieces on, but I noticed myself that I'm not as big of a fan of those as I am using regular glue, but that is also up to you. So the colors that this comes with are Cadet, Colonial Blue, Storm, and Bumblebee. So for this small one, we're going to use Cadet and Bumblebee. And then for the other one, we will use Colonial and Storm. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then you will also get this cute card right here. And it tells you, thank you for trying Couture. Scan for how to chalk videos and more inspiration. So as always, you can watch my videos, but you can also check out other things like that. All right, so you're going to get started. We are going to mix up the paste. I'm going to make the airplane itself Cadet, and we're going to do the wings Bumblebee. So it comes with paste jars or paste trays as well. And so I'm going to sit those out. Now, there is a little trick that I like to use personally, and I like to just put the paste directly on my squeegee, just because then I'm not pulling out all the paste. Unless you're going to use all of it, then that's up to you. So we're going to write on the back here. So this would be the left, we'll just, it's pointing that way. So we'll just do small, plain. We'll do it this way, so I know which way it goes. Top and dash. And we'll do small, plain, the arrow that way, just so then I know which way the nose goes on there. Now this one, because it doesn't actually have any markings, I'm just going to do a mark on it facing up, just so then I know that that's the top. And do tail fin. All right, and then this is the large. Actually, that's a small plain. Small plain. All right, the wing. All right, so we are going to get started. We are going to just set everything off to the side here, and we are going to grab our cute little plane. Fuzzing, keeping my backer sheet. I just put it over there, so then when I wash it, I can put it back on that backer, and then I put it back in its packaging. The more silkscreen you have, the less fuzzing you will need. Now you're going to notice on this one, there is not a lot of surface on that transfer, right? So if you want, you can always get a mat like this one, and you can kind of push this down just to hold it in place so it doesn't move on you. That's a little trick that I have for you. We're going to do Cadet, so we are going to cut a little tiny corner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a mini squeegee. It does come with a mini squeegee, but I'm going to be using my own. And I'm going to kind of push this towards the top, pulling out some of the paste. And I will tell you right now, Cadet is going to dye that silkscreen. It does every single time. It might even dye the squeegee, but that's okay. As long as there's no debris in that silkscreen, you are fine. You guys can see I didn't even need that much. I'm covering everything with just that little bit that I pulled out. All right, I'm going to clean this off because I'm going to do the other side. But I just want to make sure it's cleaned off so it doesn't scrape any of the paste off. There is the one side of the airplane. Dry that. Because you always want to dry in between so that you're not going to bump it or mess it up. Even if you did kind of scrape it, you could always redo it, of course. But if you go to move it and it's wet and you stick your finger in it or anything like that, you're not going to be happy with the result. And I don't want to see anyone get upset. So this is just the easiest way to do it. And plus, when you go to flip it around, you want to make sure that this side is dry. You don't want to mess it up. If you don't have a quick dry tool, you can always do it with a hair dryer or let it air dry. If you're going to let it air dry, you're going to want to let that sit for a little bit to dry, because when you go to flip it over, you don't want to ruin that side. And there's one side of the little airplane. I am going to double check and make sure it is dry. And it is. And I also want to make sure that this is back to room temp, just in case. Sometimes it will warm the surface all the way through. And then when you do that, you're going to be, you know, possibly burning your transfer. And you don't want to do that. So just always make sure that it is back to room temp. All right. Again, lining this up, giving itself a little bit of the material on there, because it's mostly silkscreen. So again, we're going to do the same thing that we just did. Now you could always pour it out onto your paste tray if that's how you want to do it. You absolutely can. But as you can see, we're not using that much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this little tiny bit that's in that crease right there, I'm going to let that dry. And what it's going to do is it's going to seal that paste, so then I can come back and use this another time. And so you can use a paste single. On average, you can do it 3 B-size transfers. It also depends on the silk screen. It also depends on the size of the, material you're putting it on, because some things are more porous than others. So that also makes a difference. So again, I'm going to just dab a little bit extra on there, letting that dry in that corner. So then when I need to do it again, I could just come over and just cut that corner a little bit more and pull that paste out. All right, so we do still have a little bit of paste on there, but that's okay. We're just gonna let that sit there. Well, I'm gonna wash my fingers because I did get paste on my fingers, and I'm not gonna lie, the Cadet does dye your skin a little bit, but it will come right off with soap and water. All right, and here's the other side of the little baby airplane. All right, we are going to dry this. Now you'll know when it's dry. It'll go from it'll go to a chalky finish. It'll go from like a glossy finish to kind of a matte finish or chalky finish. And you'll know it's dry, but there's always a little bit underneath that's never completely dry until it actually does dry. So if you're gonna layer, you always want to wax in between. So if like I was going to put the star on this plane, I would want to wax in between, because I don't want to pull that first layer off. I did notice there's a little tiny spot. Hold on, guys. I'm going to take my detail tool and fix that. A little tiny spot that got a little bit of paste. So I'm just going to kind of clean that up a little bit. And there is the other side. So that is super cute, right? Set this off to the side, and that is warm. And then this spot is also a little on the warmer side. So just kind of keep that in mind. We're going to fuzz this. I think we're going to do all of this part in the Bumblebee. So moving the paste down. Now to mix the paste up, you just kind of move it around in there, kind of almost like a tube of toothpaste. It's going to kind of feel like that. If it feels hard, that means that the paste has gone bad inside. If you've never opened one and it is hard and you just got the kit, you can always contact Couture and they will correct that for you. They will send you a new one. And so let's get this fuzzed. All right. All right, and then again, you got a little bit of a edge there, but you want to make sure that it's kind of level. And we're going to do that right again. We're going to take a Mini Squeegee. We're going to pull some of this paste out. You'll know if the paste is bad. You will know. I can tell you that right now. You'll be able to tell just by the feel of it. Might need more than that, but we're going to put it on and we'll see. Yeah, we're going to need a little bit more. Some pastes are also a little bit runnier than others. Like the Cadet has always been a little bit more on the runnier side. I have noticed that even with the paste jars, they're a little bit runnier. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you're, I mean, this is still good consistency, but if you're also a little bit like, oh, I don't know, you can always pull it out, put it on the paste tray and add just a little tiny bit of distilled water to it. And that will make it thin out a little bit. And then you can get that. So what we're going to do live, well, on recording, is we're going to do the small airplane. And then I'll do the big airplane and I'll show you guys the end result in a post. And you guys will get to see that. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can always follow my Facebook page and see all of these demos and projects finished on there as well. Okay, there is the little wing. And then we're going to put this one on. And we'll put this all together. And then you guys can see. I'm just going to use the mount that I already had on there, because it's fine. All right. And there is that. So you have all of the things here pretty much that you need. You just gotta add, if you want anything extra, you can add it in. So I will do a cart length, and then you can add to or take from whichever you want to do. Okay, so I want to make sure that that's nice and dry. I'm trying to feel it here. So you can push this right in. Put this right there. And there is the little baby airplane. Super cute, right? And then the big one's going to look just like that, just a little bit bigger. So this is a 3D kind of decor and makes really cute things for little boys' rooms, little girls' rooms, playrooms, anything like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all soon. Bye.